Welcome to the dimension of a magician. I am a truth teller. I seek truth and I speak truth. This channel is used to expose the truth when it comes to a person, place, or thing. We're also in the age of Aquarius, the age of truth. And this is my truth. I want to add a disclaimer in the beginning of this video. There's a spiritualist. Her name is Satin Says. Satin Says. That's the real Satin. Satin Mapp, now Satin Davis, you're a karmic. That's the fake Satin. That's the karmic. Satin Mapp, you tried to destroy my name with lies. And I'm here to destroy your name with the truth. And I'm looking down at my notes that I have. That's what I'm looking down at. So yeah, let's go. Oh, Satin was referred to me in December of 2020 to get a reading. She wanted my divination services. She wanted a reading from me. I said, cool. Dean referred her to me. Dean knew who she was, and I was hearing good things about her. Oh, she's a millionaire. She was on a Breakfast Club. So I said, oh, cool. This is about to be interesting. It comes time to do her reading. I do her reading. Soon as we got off the phone, she decided to go on her platform and give me a personal shout out. And I still have a screenshot of the shout out because I use it in my reviews, you know. But this is what it says. Satin Mapp, I am not one to allow others into my personal energy space often, but I need to shout out these two talented souls. Gifted Tay is an intuitive beast. I mean, he got me all the way together, honey. Spot on and all the way tapped in. Then there's Anika, who will be offering her mediumship skills, and this is home next month. Honey, she literally put some missing pieces together for me that are so grand, it had me sweating. It's not often that I meet individuals who can accurately read me. I had to give these two their public recognition. If you have not gotten a reading with them, what are you waiting for? That was her. She decided to go on her own personal page and give me that shout out because that's how good the reading was that I gave her. So I said, cool, she really rocking with me then, bet. She kept in contact with me. Also during her reading, she was also mentioning how there was a guy in jail and she's been doing work, sending a lot of energy toward his case to get him out of jail. Things were stagnant, things weren't moving when it comes to his case, that situation. So she really wanted a lot of clarity around that. Like I said, she kept in contact with me. In the midst of this, her and Dean had a falling out. They fell out. It was a bad falling out. And she was always mentioning how she's doing work on Dean. She would be sending me pictures and things of how she's doing work on Dean. So I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy. Meantime, between time, I walked away from the platform I was on when it comes to Dean. I walked away. I wanted to be neutral when it comes to the situation. It was a lot of drama and chaotic energy going on, and I was just feeling everything. And I just walked away from the platform because I just wanted to be in hermit mode. Me and Dean, we didn't have a long conversation. It was just a quick conversation over the phone. Bet, that was that. Like I said, meantime, between time, Satin was doing work on Dean. She was doing work on her that fast. So I didn't really understand why she hated Dean so much. I didn't really get it, you know? I didn't really understand. I just was minding my business. And I knew things would come to me later, but I wasn't really trying to understand in that moment. I was just like, oh, I was kind of taken back, by what was going on. Satin also was mentioning how, oh, I gotta fly you out here. I gotta fly you out here so I can teach you some stuff. So you gotta come out here. So I'm like, okay, so I can get hands on because Satin had a platform where she teaches classes and things. So I said, oh, cool. I can go out there and get hands on experience, and it's just an experience. Bet. I said, cool, bet. About a week go by, and like I said, she was doing work on Dean before I even got out there. Like I'm talking about sending heavy dark energy towards Dean. She offered to get my ticket and everything. Bet. It was on. I touched down in North Carolina, and this is where things got real. I gave her gifts when I arrived at her home. I gave her a candle and a few outfits because I was selling candles around that time and clothes. I've always been a hustler, an entrepreneur, and that was just my way to just show appreciation for her paying for my ticket and just flying me out, you know? That's just the type of person that I am. Upon arriving, she was showing all of these jar spells that she had around her house. She was showing them off like trophies. Like, she also had a freezer full of freezer spells and all different type of spells. And she was really bragging about this stuff and showing it off like trophies. She was also bragging about a particular jar that was her ex. It was her ex energy. And he betrayed her. This is the story that she told me. He left her with to be with a guy, basically. So she had a jar, It was a big jar too when it came to his energy. She don't even like gay people. It didn't dawn on me in that moment, but she doesn't like gay people. She act like she likes gay people, but she doesn't like gay people at all. I was a heavy smoker at the time too, so I needed my herb. So she called up a guy that she knew. I said, I got 80. She said, oh, we could keep all our weed together in a jar. You can put in 80, I'll put in 80. I'm just thinking like, okay, cool. That's cool with me. It's no biggie. As long as I'm able to roll up whenever I want to roll up, that's cool. I'm thinking that her intentions and everything are still good. So we kept our weed in a jar together. And I was the one who always would roll up. She didn't know how to roll up. I was the one that always would always roll up. So anytime I smoke, she would smoke. Or whenever, I was always the one who had to roll up. As time went on, though, and days went on, I just knew something wasn't right, though, because she was still worried about Dean. She was so focused on Dean. I witnessed her send so much dark energy to Dean and her family that it's not even crazy. I'm talking about jar spells, rituals, candle magic. She even made a voodoo doll and took it to the grave. Yes, she really made a voodoo doll. Like, all of this energy and black magic, these spells, this dark energy you're sending towards Dean, like what? I didn't really understand it. I didn't understand her hate that she had towards Dean. I didn't get it. And I don't know why I didn't think that if she was doing this to Dean, she'd do it to me. She has no loyalty. I witnessed her order books without even reading books. Because like I said, she would have these classes and things where she would teach. But you ordering books, and you just flip through a few pages, and next thing you know, you having a class teaching about those few pages. Like what? Crazy stuff. So that let me know that like she's not really, she doesn't really have knowledge in things, on things that she portrays that she has. It's fake. I just knew that something wasn't right. Days went on, she's got temper tantrum. I'm talking about she waking up every day in the same energies, mad, chaotic, asking me for readings every day to pull cards and things because she couldn't pull cards. She couldn't tap into nobody energy. Her energy was so chaotic, she couldn't even do nothing but send dark energy towards people. I never saw her do a reading for nobody when I was around her. She couldn't read for nobody. I never saw her give no one a reading. Only thing I saw her do was spells. Send dark energy to people, black magic, death spells. She did death spells and sent death magic towards Dean and her family. I knew something wasn't right. The whole time up there, she also tried to get me to participate in a lot of these rituals and spells that she was doing towards Dean. But no, I didn't have no, it wasn't no pressure when it came to me and Dean. I didn't feel like I had to get no type of justice or get my lick back. It wasn't that serious when it came to me and Dean. She wasn't my enemy, I wasn't her enemy. And I felt the urge not to. I'll just watch and observe. And all that energy you sent towards Dean Satin, for what? She's still standing. That's what she does. She works overtime when it comes to dark magic and dark energy. Cause she ain't got no real power. All I gotta do is say something, do a ritual or something once. And then that's it. I can walk away and let the work work. Not her. She gonna do something every day. Wicked, miserable, evil. You had this strong hatred towards Dean for what? Weeks go by. She gets some lip fillers in her lips. She go get some lip fillers. I knew in that moment that she's crazy. Something not right. She's crazy. She's going to get lip fillers in her lips. That was crazy to me. I remember her trying to smoke the blunt. It was crazy. Yo, couldn't even hit the blunt. Looking ugly as hell. I thought she was crazy from that point on. Like I said, every day, all day, she's asking for readings. Asking about this, asking about that, this person, that person. Was always crying, saying somebody attacking her. Somebody attacking her. No, all that energy that you sending out, it's just backfiring on your dumb ass. That's what it was. She thinks she got so many haters and people after her. To an extent, yeah, it is true. You ganked them haters though. You earned those haters. But a lot of the stuff that's hitting you is from the work and the energy that you put out, dummy. I also knew that something wasn't right. Because as a spiritualist, there's spiritual laws and things that we have. People like her really think that they're untouchable. She worked with these trickster spirits. She really think these spirits got her back. She really think that these spirits are her friend. Delusional. Delusional. Our first trip to Atlanta, we went to the studio, and she was trying to prove a point when we went to the studio. I mean, she was trying to show her ass. She was really trying too hard. Little do she know when we left, everything that she did, they did an uncrossing spell, a banishing spell, because her energy is so chaotic. Everything that she touches, she destroys. She was only causing more destruction. Meantime, between time, we make it back to North Carolina. She also hated for anyone to get some type of validation on something when it comes to their work. She hated that. As days went on, though, I was really seeing how dark and evil she was. She has no spiritual protection. She has no spiritual protection. Her ancestors, they literally left her like really out in the open because that's how deep and that's how bad that she messed up. She broke so many spiritual laws, it's not even funny. She was always getting spiritually attacked. I witnessed her get spiritually attacked a few times. And I mentioned some of it in my book that's going to be available very soon. But things backfiring on her. There was a client that she had. She did court casework to get him out of jail. Him and his people was blowing up her phone, calling her because he had just got out of jail. But on the way home from jail, he gets sent back to jail. That let me know right there that you can't let this lady do no type of work for you. It's gonna backfire. Don't trust it. Because she doesn't help people get real justice. She helps people who are guilty. She helps karmics. She's a karmic. She's a karmic. She doesn't serve justice. She tries to act like she does, but she doesn't. She's not for the light. She's not. She also bragged about her sending dark energy to a kid. Several kids as well. I knew something wasn't right. I knew it. I felt it. And I didn't trust her at all. I did not trust her. She also told me some things that happened where her daughter took spiritual hits for her. So not only are things backfiring on you, they also backfiring on your daughter. That's crazy to me. Your daughter has to suffer all because of you breaking spiritual laws. You sending out all this death magic, this dark magic energy to people, and you have no real reason why. All because you and your feelings. All because you're just evil. Her daughter takes spiritual hits for her. She got a lot of enemies because she's evil. Like I said, she earned these enemies. She ain't only got physical enemies, but a lot of people, ancestors also on her ass. She got enemies on this side and the other side. She also sold her soul as well. She sold her soul for material gain. Sold your soul for nothing, really, because you still ain't got nowhere. You still don't have nothing. You still stuck. How many other people are victims when it comes to Satin Mapp? She got a lot of victims. She uses fear-mongering as a manipulation tactic. She's a narcissist. So her being known, being seen in a dark light, that gives her power because she feels feared. Don't fear her. She has no power. She has no power. She loves to use Alam to silence people that she's betrayed. Because she don't want the truth to get out. Alam and poppy seeds. She loves to cause confusion. That's all she's about. She's not about clarity and justice. She's about confusion and destruction. We was always going on trips because she was trying to keep up with this certain lifestyle, this image. She was drained from doing that, honestly. She had no energy. So she was siphoning, stealing my energy. I had no energy. As time went on, weeks went on, my energy was drained. I stopped doing readings. I stopped hustling how I should. I didn't have no energy because she was sucking me dry. But meantime, between time, guess who got all the energy now? She do. Guess who's making money now all of a sudden? She is. From the help of my energy. Also from my protection as well. She can't be alone because she really be getting towed up by them spirits and by her karma. So that's why she always likes to be around people. Because to an extent, people can keep her protected to an extent. This is why she jumps from man to man. Always got a new boyfriend. You need to go heal. This is why she always trying to be around people, trying to have friends and people around her because she's scared. Literally. She's running for her life, literally. She told people that I was blocking her from getting a home. She was going to look at homes and things, but she wasn't getting approved. She thought I was blocking her. She really thought I was blocking her. I'm in your home. You invited me to your home and you thinking I'm blocking you? But that was projection. I'm not that type of person. You're the type of person that'll do some stuff like that while you're around somebody in their home. So you're thinking I'm gonna do it. And you really think I'm blocking you from getting a home? That's the thing. She blames everything on everyone else. If something doesn't go right, not even realizing that things are backfiring. But hey, that's how delusional she is. She also paid for men and things. This is what she do. When she bounced from guy to guy, she offers things. What you think the whole point was her paying for my ticket and thing to get out there? Same thing. She pays, she tries to buy people. That's what she does because she can't be alone. She bought me a cake for my birthday. My birthday, I got out there, beginning of January? My birthday was in February, but it wasn't genuine. Whole time, behind my back, she buying me a cake and she's saying how she can't wait to send me home. After my birthday, she's sending me home. I gotta go. But she wouldn't let me know this. I had other people were coming to tell me this that was being said behind my back. While she acting like everything out cool. Why are you buying me a cake and you don't like me? Why are you buying me a birthday cake and you don't really want me there? This is how fake she is. And you gotta watch people like her. She's not loyal. All her friends she talked about. I knew all of her friends and clients and people's business. Kiki, she talked about her like a dog. Melissa stayed in the same complex as her. Community, she talked about her like a dog too, and a few others as well. Talked about them like dogs. She also told people that she trained me. You trained me? You trained me? What did you train me on? You didn't have time to train me because you was running around here so worried about Dean and all these other people. You so worried about everybody else, you can't even worry about your own daughter. You neglect her for your own personal needs. Your mind is so scattered and everything, all these confusion spells and scattered brain spells, it all backfired on your ass. You can't even tend to your own child. Because you don't even want to be bothered for real if we being honest. She told people that she trained me. I don't know with what. How? When I wasn't even attending your classes and things that you were having. Because I knew you was full of shit, you was fake. And she was getting mad. Oh, why you ain't coming to the classes? Why y'all not coming to my classes? Because I'm tired of your energy. I'm around you all day, I don't want to be in your class. It's fake. I just seen you order a book, now you're teaching about it. It's fake, I don't want to go see you. I knew you had no real power, but you trained me. Yeah, okay. She also told lies that I was sleeping with people for money, all because she wasn't sure where my money was coming from. She was trying to stop my money. She was trying to be all up in my business. I was doing readings, dummy. That's how I was still able to make some money. But she told people that I was sleeping with men for money. I'm telling y'all, she talked about everybody. She's not a friend to nobody. And that's how I knew I couldn't trust her. If you talking about them, hell yeah, you're gonna talk about me. I know how this go. Fast forward, our second trip. Well, our second time going to Atlanta. This is our third trip. We went to Atlanta, Miami, then Atlanta again. This is our second trip to Atlanta. She always met with this girl when we went to Atlanta who was a part of the LGBT community, but the girl was just somebody she just wanted to link up with so she can have some company in her room. Because we didn't get like the same room. We'll get like separate rooms, hotel rooms when we would go. But also the girl in the LGBT community, she was also messing around with the girl on the low. So she's also on the DL as well. And this second trip to Atlanta, we all know Atlanta got those discount malls, right? She buys a $500 Rolex from the discount mall. Satin Mapp buys a $500 Rolex from the discount mall. Look, I don't got no problem with buying replica things and things, but it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And we all know this is what a lot of people in Atlanta do. They flex these replica items and fake things to make it seem like that they're living this lifestyle, but they're really not. She's no different than those people from Atlanta. In Atlanta. That's why she relocated to Atlanta. Because she fit right in with those people. Before we could leave the parking lot, pull out the parking lot, she already taking pictures, uploading on social media, trying to prove a point. What? In that moment, I knew not to ever trust her when she posting things because it's fake. It's fake. Sometimes you don't know what people do behind closed doors to get these items and things. And half the time, it don't even be their shit. But I knew in that moment from her posting that Rolex, that she paid $500, a fake Rolex, and she posted it on social media bragging. I said, no, something wrong with her. I said, she not right. That ain't right. But she's supposed to be a spiritualist, a leader. But this is what you do? She's only in it for material gain, materials. Only thing she care about is hair and nails. Period. And trying to get material items and things. That's all she cares about. She doesn't care about spiritual development and really out here helping people get justice and things. It's all about her. Don't even give a fuck about her own daughter. It's all about her and her lifestyle she wants to live and how she wants to be seen and the illusion that she wants to project. I knew she was fake the moment she did that. Like, you really flexing a fake Rolex. Acting like you dropped bands when you just spent $500 in a discount mall in Atlanta. We get back to North Carolina. A few days later go by. She said, I gotta pay rent. You invited me to your home. I didn't ask to be here. And you want me to start paying bills and rent? Cause you broke. Maybe if you would quit trying to live above your means, you would have money. She wanted me to pay $200 toward rent. And when I gave her the $200 a few days later, she bought a wig with it. Crazy. Because like I said, that's all she cares about is hair and nails. One thing about her, she gonna keep her hair and nails done. Typical ratchet ass ghetto trash bitch. She's trash. Satin Mapp, you're trash. You're nothing. Few days go by. I go run an errand for her. I come back. She left a note on my clothes and things in the room I was staying in. How she's so appreciative that I came out there, that she needed this. She's so glad that I'm around her. I bet you is. How she was so happy that I was in her life because she was blocked from so much, but she was using my energy and things to get things, to manifest, because she's an energy vampire. She's an energy vampire. a narcissist, a liar. She scoped people out with gifts, and she keep them close. She has no good luck. She's a trickster. She's a scammer. She's fake. She's not who she says she is. I know how you work, Satin Mapp. I sat and watched you do work on Dean for weeks. I know how you get down. She also married a guy over the phone. Look, this is how low life she is. This is how much of a low life she is. She married a guy over the phone. Don't even give a fuck about this marriage, but she married him over the phone just so she can receive his military benefits. Look, I don't really know how all that go about receiving someone's benefits because they're in the military, but the whole reason she married this guy over the phone was to receive his military benefits. Period. I witnessed her do this. I said, she not right. She's an opportunist. That's what she is. She ain't got no light in her. When you look at her, you see darkness. She looks dark. Look in her eyes. She looks sad. She looks broken. This lady is dark, wicked. She even got a BBL eventually. She went to go get a BBL. Like I said, she's insecure. Can't even tend to your own daughter because you so worried about trying to chase this certain lifestyle. You're not a leader. She want to be a leader so bad. She wants people to look up to her. She wants to be feared so bad. That's why she uses all these tactics when it comes to spells and black magic. Because she wants people to fear her. That's where she gets her power from. By invoking fear in people, fear mongering. I watched you break so many spiritual laws, it's not even funny. And then, when it came to time that I did left, I didn't tell her. I was moving in silence. But that same week, she went through my clothes and she took some of my clothing so she can do work on me when I leave. I'm not stupid. This is what she do. This is how sneaky and deceptive she is. You took some of my clothing so you can send dark energy my way, Satin Mapp. I did nothing to you. Still then, I was still riding for you the whole time I was up there. I wasn't speaking bad on you. You hated me for what? You said I laughed too much. You hated my light? All because you walk around here every day miserable with an attitude? Really? Because ain't nothing going good for you? Because you're trying to compete with these other spiritualism people? Even the lady that mentored you, M, you trying to compete with her? Satin Mapp, you're fake. You're not to be trusted. And I see why you ain't got no friends. I see why you can't keep no men or people in your life. You need to heal. Fake spiritualist, ego-driven, insecure, passive-aggressive. She comes off as intimidating. She all bark, no bite. She is not confrontational at all. I ain't never see her check nobody, look them dead in their eyes, and tell them how she feels. Like I said, she wrote a fucking note on paper and left it on my clothes. She can't even fucking talk. That's how you know she's dark and evil. You can't even express things, but you gotta always look. She can't be trusted, and don't fear her because there's nothing to fear. She has no real power. Her voice, her laugh, she sounds evil. Like I said, she looks evil. Come on now, use your discernment. She steals people ideas. She's not creative at all. The time up there, I was drained. I couldn't even do readings as time went on when I was up there. I was drained. I wasn't really even making no money no more. I was drained. I was still pushing through, but I was drained. Yeah, because she was sucking my fucking energy. She can't be alone, like I said. She's haunted. She can't be alone. This is why she bounces from man to man, because she's haunted. Ancestors on the other side and on this side are on her ass. You can run, but you can't hide, Satin Mapp. Her clients are karmics. Like I said, her clients be guilty. You're not out here helping people get justice. You're doing this for an image. You're not a real spiritualist. You're a karmic. And this is why you have no good luck. You don't have a God complex. You look dark. And that's why all this dark energy and everything you sent out, it only backfired to you. Because you have no power. You say you never miss your target. Yes, you do. And them baby hits, girl, stop. You have no real power. You have to constantly work like clockwork, pushing out energy, pushing out energy. That's why you aged the way you did. That's why you're aging the way you are now. You look old, you look drained. Because of all this dark working things that you're doing behind the scenes. You gotta work overtime because you're not powerful. And you can't silence me. You tried with your little alum, but you can't silence me. Tried to change your last name to Satin Davis to try to switch up your energy. I know how you move. I know how you work. You scary ass little girl, always running. That's what you're doing now. You're running. You can run, but you can't hide, like I said. Satin Mapp. I always get the last laugh. You had no reason to attack me. I did nothing to you. I was genuine. The same way you was attacking Dean for no reason, you was attacking me. For what? All because you was projecting. That's all you were doing, was projecting. I'm not like you. We would never be the same. We're cut from a different cloth. You have no power. That's the thing. That's the difference between me and you. You have no power. Satin Mapp. And if you are a victim to Satin Mapp, please feel free to reach out to me. Have no fear. GT is here. If you are a victim to Satin Mapp and her narcissist behavior, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to hear your story, and I would love to help you get some type of justice. She got a lot of victims. Like I said, she does things to innocent people, emotionally unstable, emotionally immature, mentally unstable. You have no real reason as to why you should be doing anything, because you're not even balanced. Your intentions are never good. You smile and laugh in everyone's face, but you don't even like no one. You fake. You're an opportunist, and now you're relocating to Atlanta. I already know you're gonna meet your match down there. Everything that you sent out, not only to me, but to other victims as well, it all backfired. Everything you touch gets destroyed. You cause destruction everywhere you go. And I need people to wake up. I need people to use your discernment when it comes to these spiritualists. Just because you have gifts, we all have gifts. But just because you have gifts, look, everyone doesn't use their gifts for good. Some people use their gifts for bad. You hear what I'm saying? Satin Mapp.